Want to know the secret to live rich on a budget? Want to be happy without a ton of money? Then this video is for you. Hi, it's Fanny of Living Rich on a Budget, and I help busy people save money without feeling deprived. I've been exploring this topic for more than 10 years on my blog. Here's what I've learned. Number one is to figure out what you really like. What do you really enjoy doing? What do you like to have? How do you want your life to be? So I want you to tune into yourself and really figure out what do you really like, what makes you happy, and forget about what other people think. So you kind of have to ignore other people's opinions about what you like and really listen to yourself. And that's the hardest part of this. It could be something as simple as like you like to get coffee every morning at Starbucks, you like to have a caramel macchiato, you like to buy new clothes, you want to take a vacation to like Santorini, Greece, or to Japan. You like MMA, you like to watch the fights, so you like to watch pay-per-view. I mean, whatever it is, figure out what it is, list it out. But the key is to find out what you like and not what someone told you to like, not what someone expects you to like or live your life. So figure those things out. Number two, find a way to make those things happen. So if you like a morning coffee at Starbucks, figure out in your budget, is there a way to make it happen, or can you find a cheaper way to do it? Can you learn how to make it at home? So I like to have my morning matcha latte, and I learned how to make it. And it's super easy because there's so many recipes online. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on blogs. I like to buy new clothes because it's something I didn't have when I was younger. I feel like I couldn't ask my mom for new clothes. So now I take care of that part of myself and I treat myself to new clothes. And this is how I did it. I found a way to make it cheaper. I buy gently used clothing on ThredUp, which is an online consignment shop. I'm able to get it at a very low price. Like I can buy tops for like $10 to $20, and especially even for YouTube videos. When I don't want to wear the clothes anymore, I don't feel bad about letting it go because I didn't spend that much money. So that's the other advantage of it. I like to eat out because it gives me ideas on different things to cook or inspiration, and or it just makes me happy. Like it lifts my mood, just eating something delicious. Set aside money in your budget to make that happen every month. If you like boba drinks, you can learn how to make it at home or just put in your budget. I mean, something so simple like that. What this really is giving yourself permission to have what you want. And that's kind of like the secret of being happy, is fulfilling that dream you have. It's not depriving yourself, is not saying no to yourself. It's saying yes to yourself. Number three is to say yes to yourself more. More than 10 years ago, everyone followed Dave Ramsey, his advice on how to save money, how to get out of debt. And it was about depriving yourself. Is like, don't go on vacation, don't buy a new car, don't eat out. It's like eat rice and beans and cup of noodles at home. But the thing is, a lot of people felt deprived. And when you feel deprived, you kind of feel like hopeless. You lose motivation to budget and you're just not happy. And when you're not happy, you're just not going to move forward. You're not going to keep going. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to find a way to make yourself happy. So say yes to yourself more. And how do you do this? How do you say yes to yourself more? This is how I say yes to myself. So during the pandemic, I learned how to skateboard. I've always wanted to learn since I was 7 years old. And it seemed like a silly dream, a silly goal. Like, why would you want to do that? You could get hurt, blah, blah, blah. You have to like shut all the negative thoughts out. And I had to listen to myself like, I can do this. And why not? So I watched some YouTube videos. We got like a longboard and I learned how to do it. I just got on and tried. I also got protective gear, of course, and I got like butt pads, like something to protect my tailbone, and knee pads and a helmet. So I did it safely and it was so liberating. It's like one of the best things I ever did. It's like doing the things on your bucket list. What are those things and how can you make it happen? Those things make you feel like you're really living life. A lesson I learned from one of my friends who's 70 years old is that a lot of people, when they get older, they regret not doing those things. They regret not having more fun. They regret not just doing the things they really want to do in life. You know, life is short. That kind of like changed how I look at life. Whenever I want to accomplish or do something or change the direction of my life, I find a way to make it happen. And this is saying yes to yourself. This is feeding your soul. This is self-care. And this leads you to being in a better mood when you're actually doing what you want to do in life. You're not living someone else's expectations. You're not living someone else's life. You're living your own life. It could be something as little as like you like to get your nails done every week and it makes you happy, or you like to get your hair done. Find a way to make it happen. Could be some people like to get their lashes done. You could do that too. I think one of the things that happened during the pandemic is that I didn't get to see my friends as much. This is what I want to do this year, is to make a goal of seeing and hang out with my friends more. So I already scheduled lunch dates with my friends. I think the human connection is what we've been missing right now, like with Zoom calls and people working from home. How can you hang out with your friends more? Hang out with your loved ones, hang out with your family, hang out with your favorite people more. Find a way to make that happen. Number 4 is to do little things to lift up your mood. One of those little things you can do is to listen to your favorite songs. You know, when you hear the song you really like, it just like lifts you up. It makes you want to dance. It just makes you want to sing along. And all of a sudden, you're just happier. Do those little things. It sounds silly, but try it. Just get on YouTube and find your favorite song and start singing to it, dancing to it, and just be silly, because that's part of what makes you happy, is to break out of that expectation. Kind of like be like a kid again. I mean, when you're a kid, you just did what you wanted to do. When you wanted to do something or play something, you just did it. You didn't think about like what people thought of it. You just went for it, right? So it's about connecting to that part of yourself that's been missing. Another little thing I do is I like to sing. If you like karaoke, you don't have to actually go out to a karaoke bar. You can use this app called Smule, and you can sing duets with people for free. And they record it, they have the lyrics, they have the soundtracks. It's fun to sing with strangers and to watch yourself sing and hear it, watch the video again. Something when I do for like 10 minutes, it lifts my mood and I feel so much happier. Another little thing is just to eat the food you like. Let yourself have the thing you like. Even if you're on a diet, you cannot just deprive yourself all the time. My nutritionist says if you want to have that slice of cake, just have a small slice, but don't overdo it. Or find a way to have something that has the same mouthfeel. Find something that's just as creamy that will satisfy the craving. And that's how I approach life, is how to live rich on a budget is giving yourself permission to enjoy life, saying yes to yourself more. Number 5 is to consider therapy. And this is kind of controversial in that I know a lot of people are kind of resistant to this idea of, I don't need therapy, I'm okay, I can figure out myself, I can meditate. No. If your thoughts are like in a loop, like every day you have the same thought over and over again, and you can't find a way out of it, you have to seek professional therapy. Or I highly suggest it, because a professional knows how to help you. They have the tools, training to help you get out of your loop. Talking to your friends and talking to someone at church will not make it better, like for certain things, for certain issues. When you feel stuck in your head and you feel like there's a dark cloud over your head, that's time to seek professional therapy. I've gone to therapy a couple times in my life. Once when my mom passed away, because it's pretty traumatic. The second time was 6 years ago when I had my second child and I had postpartum and I didn't even know it. I had to have people tell me like, there's something wrong, you know, and you might have postpartum. And when more than one person told me that, I was like, okay, I'm going. And it was life-changing. I learned new skills to figure out how to deal with my emotions. I learned how to just feel my emotions and just find a way out. Now I feel like when I encounter something where I'm unhappy, I know how to find my way out. Also learn how to just be more kind to myself, and at the same time being kind to others and to my kids, so that they don't have to like go through the cycle of trauma again. And so I feel happy because I've been able to peel off the layers of trauma that I've accumulated throughout life. And everybody has trauma, not just crazy people. I don't want you to think of therapy as it's only for certain people. It's for everyone. If you find yourself in a loop, or you cannot get out of your funk, or you just feel stuck, then consider therapy. Consider finding a professional therapist. Help you get better, be happier, help you live a happier life. That's all I really want for you. I hope these tips help you live rich on a budget. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time. Bye.